Going on Cowboy Nation, it's your boy Ken here. I know I haven't made a video in a couple weeks. I was out of town, of course, down in San Diego. Just didn't get a chance to make a video. Um, Sorry about that. Of course, we lost against the Chargers. I had a good time that last weekend out there. So um, today is the day that we play the Denver Broncos. They come into town. This is a Week 5 matchup. They come to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Denver comes in as an overall favorite. Um, you know, um, Peyton Manning, already got like 16 touchdown passes for the season through 4 games, which is like second all time, I believe, and they had like the second most points like all time through 4 games in the regular season. First 4 games of the season. I'm not saying that Denver is not good, which they really are because they have proven it, but also at the same time too. I mean, let's look at some of the teams. They did play. I mean, they played Baltimore, a team that just got off of Super Bowl #1. Um, you would think that whenever a world champion, in recent years, in the last like few years, it's always been the world champion team that always open at their home instead of going on the road. And I think Baltimore had a bad taste of it, and plus they had a rain delay. Um, Baltimore ended up, not Baltimore, Giants. I mean, they ended up playing the Giants. Peyton Manning ended up, slicing them up, which they had no defense. Um, I forgot who they played the week after that, but they played the Eagles last week, which was no defense whatsoever. So I mean, you gotta look at these teams that they played. That's just not. The defense is not really worthy at all right now. That's been really hurting them for the past couple seasons. Um, this game itself is going to be the toughest game that they probably played all season, or the regular season rather, or whatever. Again, other than what they're going to play against probably the Colts, but then again, excuse me, but then again, this going to be their first test to see like this Peyton Manning can really hold up against a team that they can get after you and stuff. So Dallas gonna have to really put a lot of pressure on Peyton Manning, and they're gonna have to play smart in their respective holes on defense. They gonna have to play. They can't go for the dummy calls. They can't. They gotta watch what the receivers are gonna do. They have to not let Peyton Manning dictate their defense. You can't do that to him because one thing about him, you give him that open look and everything like that, he's gonna burn you. Period. So, but on the offense side of the ball, we got to establish the running game, but also at the same time too, we got to get everybody else involved. I know Miles Austin more likely not going to play. He's most likely not going to play, but that means that Terrence Williams, he's going to have to start. He's going to have to play his butt off today. He's going to have a solid game today. He's going to need like a few catches here and there, close to 100 yards maybe, in order for Dallas to have any success. Because if he can get that many yardage, and Dez Bryant can do what he do the best, then the sky's the limit for this team. I expect DeMarco Murray to get over 15 carries, but it's going to be a high scoring game. I say in the 30s. Dallas, it's going to be a. I'm not saying they're gonna probably win, but I would love to see them win. But Denver is a pretty tough team. But Dallas, they do have a shot of winning this thing. I mean, remember, any given Sunday, anything can happen. Period. So, just like the Chargers beat us last week. Phillip Rivers, he had a great day. I think the Cowboys, they coming in this week knowing that Peyton Manning. We haven't beat the Broncos in since '95. That was our last Super Bowl season that we won anything. Last Super Bowl winning season that we had, which was about 18 years ago. And also too, I mean that's against the Broncos. But then, at the same time, the last like 2 games that we played Peyton Manning, we beat them, and we always picked them off. We all put pressure on them, all this stuff. Sean Lee had 2 picks against him, one for a touchdown. Landon Scandrish had a pick six in that game. Allen Ball had a pick. I think he had a pick. Peyton Manning threw like I think 4 interceptions in that game, if I can recall. But then he also threw some touchdown passes to Reggie Wayne and Pierre Gasol and I forgot who else it was. But John Kitna was our quarterback at that time because Romo had broke his collarbone. This was a game that was in Indy back in 2010 where our season was pretty much done. So that's pretty much all I got. Shout out to everybody out there. Los Barachos. I'm number 41. Was good. SoCal Dallas Cowboys fan club. What's going on? West Side Connection Dallas Cowboys clique was good. And all the Arizona Dallas Cowboys fan club, the Elite, the 24/7, Blue and Silver Club, Vegas was good. Memphis, True Blue Nation, Cowboy family. Shout out to everybody. Everybody got birthdays out there. Happy birthday. Go Cowboys. And I'm gonna try to make a video after the game. I'm gonna try so hard. Hopefully I have a voice by then. So y'all take care out there. Go Cowboys. God bless.